Listen!
Anime games are dying on Roblox. So I want to get started with giving some perspective on this video. This is no way to bash studios right now, it's just giving straight facts. Honestly, there is some great games on Roblox that are anime related, and that's why we continue to play them. But I'm talking about a specific amount of Roblox games that are created on the Roblox platform. As I hate to say it, most, and I mean most, so not all, before you attack me in the comments, most studios only care about the hype of the anime and use that to release a unfinished or half-assed game to the public. For number one, clout. It helps gain popularity for their social media accounts, regardless hated or loved, and they're still gonna get follow requests. Two, following. This comes after clout, the following of mindless subjects to follow them and listen to every word they say, to join new projects they make, etc. And three, the most important of all, the money. Most studios have gained from $10,000 to a whopping $2 million. Jujutsu Infinite has been calculated at $1.5 million in revenue that they gained just during paid access via Discord. That's just during paid access, so not even tester yet. Which, for those who don't know math, it would have been $51,745 times $30, which they were charging for paid access on their Discord server. Which, by the way, they banned 10 to 20% of their Discord community because people were calling each other green rules. How ridiculous is that? They are currently averaging about 30 to 60 players a day. Out of 51,000 people, that is very, very, very low. $30 you paid for to be banned from a community. You don't even have access to the server you were promised to anymore because you called somebody a green rule. Also mentioning that we are behind a month of an update. They haven't released any statement about the banning as well. Nobody was appealed, unfortunately, and the mods are just kind of laughing in DMs. They don't really care about the situation at hand. Moving on to Grand Kaizen, who scammed investors and players for over $250,000, which I'll leave a link in the description for more information on that. It's insane. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it looks like they're just using the game as a stepping stone to learn and, create another project in the future. Again, going back to the number 1, 2, and 3 of clout following and the most, the biggest thing, money, right? So if you're interested, check that link below. It gets a little bit more in detail. To go over all anime games, failed or successful, let's start off with Demon Slayer games. Rose Slayers, Demon Fall, Wisteria 1 and 2, Demon Slayer Project, and then you know the rest. Honestly, some were very fun but had the lack of good code or just a plain lazy studio, which didn't want to continue further with the game. Rose Slayers, X-Bear Studios. Now let's get started with the One Piece games. Blox Fruits, Grand Piece, Fruit Battlegrounds, Railseas. One Piece games have been one, if not the most successful anime games on the Roblox platform. With Blox Fruits hitting 1 million players almost every week, GPO, who had a great running for competition for Blox Fruits, even if it was just for a month or so. Fruit Battlegrounds, which is a very popular sandbox game to fight with fruits and with great animation. And then the most anticipated game coming in the next year or so, which is Railseas. Very excited to see where that would be headed, actually. So we'll see where that lands in the spectrum as well. And going to Bleach games. Man, I wish I could say a lot about this, but the only game I can really mention in this is Peroxide. Yes, I'm aware Type Soul had its running for a bit, but come on. No other Bleach game is doing it like Peroxide right now. Now, talking about the other cash grab drops of the Bleach games that can be listed to the 10s or 20s, I honestly feel bad we never had a stable Bleach game until now. Most of them were cash grabs. And of course, going over all more anime games, etc. like Anime Souls, All-Star Tower Defense, Sorcerer Battlegrounds, Strongest Battlegrounds, A Universal Time, Neo Soccer League, Clover Retribution, Swordburst 1 through 3, and so forth. And that makes sure there's a good amount of cash grabs, just straight up good or bad games. I still love you, Swordburst, just don't fail me with Swordburst 3, please. Also, shout out to A Universal Time. Your updates are on time and actually very, very good. And the animation is beautiful. And, I mean, getting past me trying to learn the game, it was actually a very fun game. That kind of goes over my own opinion and my research on this. So I have my friend here, Parakumon, who's going to be talking a little bit about his opinions on anime games and the community on Roblox. So give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Kuna. Now, what are some anime games I think will be relevant in the next 1 to 3 years? I have a couple games in mind, but one of the games that really, stand out from all the others is probably Blox Fruits. And you guys are probably wondering, oh, of course Blox Fruits is up here. And yeah, of course it's up here. Like, why would it not be? I mean, the game is obviously based off of One Piece, and One Piece alone just has so much of its story, so much, like, locations and stuff. I mean, how much, like, they can't really run out of stuff to add to the game. And to add on to that reasoning, the game hasn't really ever been quote-unquote dead. I mean, ever since like last update, like it's still popping off. They average about 800k a day, and that's actually mind-blowing considering that the game's been out for almost 3 years now, if not 3 years. Okay, so the next one might be a stretch, so don't get mad at me when I say this, but the next game would probably be The Strongest Battleground. Yes, I know I'm mentioning a battleground in this game, but bro, like it's popping off. Like you can't really even lie. And it's been popping off for a fat minute too. So if anything, I think it will go around the 1 to 2 year mark and then probably die out a little bit. Now, were there going to be some cash grabs from studios or video games in the future? Well, there's one studio in particular that is actually doing that right now, and that is it's Grand Kaizen, also known as the Overblock team. Let's be real for 1 second. If they cannot make Grand Kaizen somewhat better, or if they like just can't make it better, I will always shit on the game or the studio until they actually show me proof. And come on, that was like the easiest cash grab ever. Like they already did it. They made 3 mil off the 30 minutes of the first release, and they just, yeah. Now, what are some of my favorite Roblox anime games? Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, first, I guess we just have to start with Project Slayers. Okay, before you guys come at me, I just have to say Project Slayers is one of my favorite Roblox games. If you guys have looked at my channel, you guys probably know that I kind of made like a little diss on Project Slayers and how it wasn't updating. I don't think I was clear enough to say that Project Slayers is one of my favorite anime games. The reason for this is because the VFX are beautiful. Like, it's a bandit beater that's actually fun, and you can actually go places. There's 2 maps full of shit. There's breathings, there's raids, there's like dungeons, there's like fucking PvP. There's a bunch of shit that you can do in that game. And now, finally, what are some anime games that I would love to see in the future? I will say an isekai game, like an isekai style game, would be really fun. I also think a Hell's Paradise game would be pretty nice. I mean, just, okay, and maybe I'm stretching this a little bit too far, but a Zom 100 game would be pretty cool, like, okay, in my mind, I'm thinking like something really good, really high quality. You have to scavenge and shit, and then meet up with people. That'd be pretty cool too. Well, thank you once again, Kuna, for allowing me to be featured in this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I know it was a long one, but thank you guys for staying to the end. If you guys did, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment your opinions on the anime games community on Roblox and how you see it in the future. But yeah, anyways, again, thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.